Hi everyone, welcome to TPP Learning Academy. In this video, I'm going to show you how to write a letter for a patient within SystmOne. There are different ways to generate a letter, but I'm going to start with the basics. First of all, retrieve a patient record. On your clinical tree, navigate to the Communications and Letters node. You could click on this paper button over here, or simply right-click on the node and select New Letter. You will then be prompted to select a sender and a recipient. Select the appropriate options. If an option is regularly used, you can set them as default. Click OK to proceed. The upper part of this screen will now show you the relevant details of the sender and recipients you have selected. Now select the MS Word as a default editor. You only have to do this once. Click on Choose Templates button to choose a specific letter template which has been set up in the background in your organization. You can expand the folders to locate a letter, or you can use the Search tab along the top. If a letter is used on a regular basis, you can right-click on that letter and add it to your favorite screen, which is the last tab along the top for quick access. Once selected, select the appropriate letter type. If a desired letter type is not available, please speak to your system administrator for configuration. Click Write Now to proceed, or click Create a Task to write later. The selected letter template will now be launched with Microsoft Word. All the mail merge fields will now be pulling data through the patient record. If you need to add additional information to this letter, you could use the mail merge fields options along the toolbar. For example, I need to include the latest BP for this patient as a one-off. I would click on the clinical menu, then select latest BP. Instantly, the BP value is now displayed. This is extremely useful as you wouldn't have to go back into the patient record to try to find this information. To finalize this letter, you could use the Save for Future Editing button to allow future editing, or you could use the Save Final Version button to prevent any further amendment. In this instance, I'm going to use Save for Future Editing. Once the document is saved, you will now return to the Communications and Letters screen, and the newly created letter is now displayed with all the relevant details such as letter type and sender details. You will be able to perform certain actions when right-clicking on that document. For example, you could amend content, which allows you to edit the document if it hasn't been saved as a final version. You could also send this document directly via NHS Mail within SystmOne if the email address has been configured correctly. You could also export this document to a desired format to a location of your PC if necessary. Now we have learned the basics, it's time to show you the faster way to generate a letter. This functionality, however, does require a certain level of configuration and access right dependence. Therefore, please check out our Setting Up Quick Actions video for more information. The idea of this functionality is to allow a letter to be configured as a button with predefined details including sender, recipient, letter type, and a specific letter template. Therefore, you will be able to just click on that button to launch the letter without having to select those options every time. In this instance, I have configured a letter as a quick action button on my toolbar. When I'm in the patient record, I can simply click on this button and you could see everything, which is now pre-populated for me. All I will have to do is to click on Right Now to launch the letter template. This is a fantastic way of speeding up the process. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you found this video useful. Please subscribe to our channel for more videos. For hints and tips, Follow us on Twitter at TPP Training Tips.